Welcome, adventurers, to this week's Viewsletter. So, today I wanted to talk about your standards in your business and your values and how to stick to them. So, this week I fired a client and it didn't feel like freaking amazing because I have a pattern of being a people pleaser and bending over backwards for people. So, what I've been doing lately, I've been going through a little audit in my business. I've been seeing where I've been out of integrity, where I haven't been honoring my values, where I haven't been honoring my sense of joy in my business. So, the reason why I say look at your standards and your values as one of the first parts that we do in any kind of coaching that you do with me is because if we do not know what our own high standards are of our business and our personal space and our energy, and if we do not know our values, then we can quickly step into those less empowered versions of ourselves, like being a people pleaser, which is what I have been doing for a while. Right? So being a people pleaser, feeling like you have to show up even if though you don't want to, feeling like you have to work with a client because they're paying you. All of those things are rules that you have made that keep you trapped in a position where you are not empowered. That's bullshit. Because you have created a business for this very reason, so that you can be the boss of it. And this means that you have to know and live your values and your highest standards of what you have created in your business. This also means that you need to articulate them, and you also need to be able to stick to them. So when push comes to shove, you need to be able to go, no, that's not in alignment to what I want to create for myself, or it's not in alignment to one of my values. And so therefore, I'm ready to sacrifice something for that. I'm ready to sacrifice a client. I know that can be really hard because I've just been working with this with one of my clients, and money's involved, and that's a big thing. It's like, well, I need money to survive. Trust me, if that energy stays in your business, it is poisonous, and you are going to be detracting. Like, no one's going to be attracted to your business because you are in this position where you are not empowered, and it's leaking energy out, right? She was stressing over having to turn up for this client, and it felt really gross every time she was on the call with it. And actually, it reflected with me, which is why I went and I fired a client this week. And as I said, I'm still getting comfortable with the courage that it takes to do that, because there's a part of me that really wants to be liked. And I know that probably resonates with a lot of you. You just want to be liked. You don't want to be the bad person. But what I'm learning more and more on this journey of authenticity is that the more that you value yourself, you value your own values, you value the fact that you are allowed to feel joy in every single part of your business, and you value your time, your energy, and your space, then you have to be comfortable with doing some of these hard things, like maybe getting rid of a client that isn't like exactly jazzing you up. Give me 1 second, because I'm going to look at my notes, because I want to make sure that I get everything. So yes, know your standards of what you value, articulate them, and stick to them. And so my criteria for saying yes to working with clients is I want to feel like there is respect, there is joy and energy in our exchanges. And this is not to mean that all of our sessions are fun and lighthearted, right? Because some shit comes up in your sessions. And so heavy stuff does come up, but I want to know that this exchange is really valuable for both of us. And it lights me up, it energizes me afterwards, right? That is what a proper exchange should feel like. So you deserve to feel joy in every single part of your life, including your business. And this starts with you being really authentic and being really true to what it is that you value and what kind of standards that you hold up for yourself. So you need to have the courage to go there, to maybe make changes that might hurt someone else. Because if you don't do this, you really fall into this foggy-minded, like, worried, stressed, anxious feeling. And this cuts off your soul connection and this intuitive part that is integral. It's the essence of the magic in your business. So, if this feels like something that you need to explore, the first way that I would go about doing this is maybe just do a little audit, right? What feels really joyful in your life right now and in your business? What feels like energy is leaking out, like it's not joyful, it's not fun whatsoever, it gives you anxiety, it stresses you out, you think about it all the time, you can't get rid of it. Okay, write those down. And then ask yourself, how can I change that? And it might lead you to some pretty scary action that you do need to take. Because remember, when you don't take the action, when you deny your values and your standards, you sit in the seat of like the victim, a people pleaser, you are, you're being logical with yourself. And this is none of that soul energy at all. At all. It is none of that energy. And that is the energy that drives your business and can really create magic for you. So I'm just looking at if there's anything else I want to say. I had to actually write this down because my mind is still a little bit muddled, to be honest. Yes, one last thing I would say is don't be afraid to take the action that is necessary in order for you to come back into alignment with your own sense of joy, your values, and your standards, even if it is scary as fuck, because that is your point of growth. That is when you start honoring yourself. And one of the cornerstones of having a really authentic and joyful business is that first you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself inside out and you have to honor yourself. So I hope that made sense in all of my rambling. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or reply to me via the email if you're on my Viewsletter list. If you want to have this come to your emails directly, I'm going to put a link to my weekly newsletter where the link for this Viewsletter comes into your mailbox every single week. Until next time, have a beautiful rest of your day and I'll catch you next week. Ciao for now. Bye.